Okay, so now we used, our wireframe toolpath. We used project curves. We used some toolpath patterns in order to take a finish routine and make it a roughing routine. All right, our next step is to look at some of the surface-based strategies. Okay, so we're going to right-click on our machine setup. We're going to come down to Mill Multi-Axis, and then the one we're going to go to is surface-based and flowline. Probably one of the more popular and one of my favorites to work with. Let's go ahead and check our tool. That looks good. All right, we're going to go to parameters. So for me, I'm just going to jump ahead and make sure it's limited to 3-axis. And then from here, I'm going to go to drive surface, and I'm going to select the surface that I want to work on, and then I'm going to say OK. All right, so from here, I'm just going to compute the defaults, and we'll get some toolpath that's up on the screen. We're going to go ahead and right click. We can see it starting on one side, coming down and working its way over to the side. So far so good, but we want to make some adjustments. So let's go ahead and get into here. Let's go to parameters. Let's go to links. The section we want to go to is here, and we're going to go to blended spline. Okay, and this is going to smooth out the transition as it goes from one side to the other. All right, and this gives us that corkscrew kind of approach into the work. Okay, now the other thing I want to do is I want to change the lead-in. Like I don't want it to come right down on this edge. I want to extend this up this way. Okay, and the other thing too is I want to extend it out this way as well. Okay, so how do we do that? Let's go ahead and get into the feature. Go to parameters. We're going to turn on extend and trim. Okay, we're going to do this is going to be for the ends of the part, so we're going to say 50% to begin with. Okay, we're going to do one of these at a time, so this way we can see the impact it has. So you can see we can use that tangential extension in order to adjust, the lead out almost in this example. So we can get it to transition without running right into the material. Okay? Alright, so that's that. Now, the other thing we want to do is have it come out this way. Okay? So let's go ahead and adjust this. We're going to go to parameters, extend and trim. We'll use this one here. We'll set a value and recompute. Now you can see how we can extend that out that way. Alright, the last thing we're going to do here is we're going to just make an adjustment to the lead in and lead out at the start and finish. So we're going to double click on this, go back to parameters. Alright, this is going to be under links. Okay, we're going to say use lead in, we're going to say use lead out. Click on this one to define the lead in. This is saying use the default. So I could go in and adjust the default, but in this case I'm going to make it specific. I'm just going to say automatic arc. Okay, I'm going to do the same here. This is going to be automatic arc and compute. And then we'll get a lead in and lead out made for our move. And that's a quick example of using Flowline.